Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Shadow Gambit, the
No
Cursed
second
Crew.
thoughts, eh?
Now, we have done our crew tale, we've recruited our new person and done the tutorial, so we should be ready to go into a mission straight away.
An urgent message has come from Dreadvine's Cove.
Oh really?
Ignatia recently arrived on the island and is conducting some sort of ritual. If she's devising some new method to haunt us, we must know about it.
Agreed. I'll chart our course.
One more thing, Navigator. I would like you to remain with me for this mission.
Okay.
That's kind of you. But I prefer getting my hands dirty.
Oh, you won't be bored. I'd like you to coordinate the crew from afar. Call it an experiment.
I see. All right then. Let's give it a go.
Right, so they're forcing us to not use a fear for that mission.
I'll be
Very
there
well. It's a good thing I've got 3 of the crewmates. And I mean, it's Dreadvine's Cove, so she's already got her Explorer badge for
Where
that.
to, Navigator?
So that's fine. Fruits of her labour. I see. It's after this mission that we can start recruiting DLC characters. So that's good to know. Vile experiments. Uncover Ignatia's intent. Yeah. Everything else can be on hold, and we will do this mission.
Dreadvine's Cove lies in sight. Do you sense Ignatia?
It's curious. I can feel her presence, but I can't quite focus on her.
Is that the Red Marley approaching?
We heard your call, Dreadvine. We come to aid you against Ignatia.
You are late. The insufferable woman left hours ago.
What did she do?
She came seeking answers I had no intention of.
Oh dear.
Then, the cutting began. She ripped out pieces of me, probed and twisted them in that private study of hers. In the end, she grafted them back onto me, but they are disturbing.
Yeah, we best rip those off.
Something about that grafting seems familiar.
I want them gone, Shipsu. They are poison. Foreign bodies that must be excised.
I hope nothing like that was grafted onto
There's
the Marley.
2 of them. You may take your pick. Do it, and I might forgive your impunctuality.
Well, well. You think Ignatia came to pry a few secrets from the ancient plant?
It warrants investigating. Choose our landing, Navigator.
Right, so this is our first time revisiting an island. Now, where was it we started last time? Was it Coastal Huts? Is it going to tell me? Because I want to work towards the badge again. But I don't think it's specifically going to say, but I'm pretty sure it was Coastal Huts. So let's start from Tangled Wreck today. Now, Afia is not present, but fortunately,
I'm with you, matey.
we've got Salady as ever.
According to my troubles.
Quentin. I like the way that when he puts this fishing rod up like that, it looks like his skull is actually attached in the right sort of spot. Teresa,
My crossbow for you.
let's roll.
So this is how things look from your perspective. Look at the 3 of them. They're so small.
Oh,
They can hear you, Navigator.
little tiny people.
Right. Well then, crew. Let's see what the Inquisitor has wrought here.
Is
shall
this-
we? So, lady, how about you ask the Dreadvine to lend us a hand? From one plant to another.
I told you, I'm only half plant, girl. Besides, I'd like to avoid chatting with Dread.
Well, well. Some history between you two.
Let's just say we're ignoring each other for a reason.
Yeah.
Need some cover?
Oops. I forgot to actually crouch.
Well then,
Yeah,
crew.
would have been nice
Let's
if
see what the Inquisitor
we'd
has
started
wrought
also
here,
crouch,
shall we?
but never
They
mind.
grow from the soul.
Let's get our
always from the
plants up.
ground.
We will burn it later.
Yeah, you worry about that later, my man. Now, you can't see this guy, so it's the lady.
Wonder dust.
Ah,
Too many weeds
Nice
here.
little strap.
Food for the vines. All right, easy
Good.
fix.
Let me return to my post.
Now, Something I've learned since last time is that Salady is significantly better when it comes to killing than anyone else. Like, Salady kills people in 2.5 seconds, along with the chef, who we don't yet have. Everyone else kills people in like 5 seconds, which is insane. Now, you can see over there. You can see there. Can the Custodes see there? Not quite. This could be an opportunity for a skull kill.
Oh?
Yeah, he can see that. Good.
Need something, matey.
Salady, work your magic, please.
Oh, I like that.
And there's a badge
Oh,
completed.
no problem.
Part 2 of Swashbuckler. So Salady's going to get that easily if that is what I think it is, which is kill lots of people.
Coming right up.
Particular character.
They all seek my riches.
Remedies
Now,
for the dead.
do the old bush up the ladder.
Coming through.
Which never fails to be
I
a
am
useful
just the
strategy.
thing.
No. He can't see over there.
Yeah, let me at him.
So that's another kill.
Huh, I gotcha.
And then, can we just throw you into the ocean?
Treatment's ready.
We can. Good.
Interesting choice,
As for this
Marley.
guy,
Let the leaves cover all.
just the same trick again.
Souls from the
It's such a
air.
strong trick though.
This
Bush
plan's
to ladder.
growing on me. Kill the body. Up we go.
And now we can get the whole crew up here, perhaps. So, oh yeah. Quentin,
My chest is off limits. Another kind of bag.
yeah, grab your
Hey.
skull. We don't want to make that mistake
Try
again.
this fruit.
Now, crew, there's a ladder there, so we could have... How could we have got there, though? What is the purpose in that? There's no cave over there, is there? So I don't know why you'd want to drop down there. But either way, let's have a look at the old map. So, one of our targets is not far away. Big route. So I guess we just sort of work our way around and then back out that door. How far can you see? You're not even looking in the right direction. Good. Yeah. We've done this part of this map before.
Watch me go.
So shouldn't be too
It'll roll
hard
real
to do what we
fast.
need to do.
It's all in the roots.
Taking out this
I do
guy
like
first is
this
probably
so
useful
far.
though. Have we got time to do it now
You never
before
cease to
anyone
amaze, Marley.
notices?
Next page. Oh, no problem.
We do. Good.
Oh, this is fascinating.
And then we've got the kindred over here again. So we know how to deal with this section because we've done it before. But now we're coming in from the odd angle.
What could the Inquisitor want in this forsaken place?
Study the corruption, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe we'll
Watch
move
me
Salady
go.
back over here. Along
Golden
with
greeting.
Quentin. Although we do want to get Teresa involved at some point. There's a
The vine
Eudex up
is
there.
aggravated. How much longer will the fire keep us safe? I feel it too.
Taking them out could be good.
Sooner we're off this island, the better.
Right, so Quentin is going to take
No
out
one cheats death but us.
that guy. Salady is going to take out that guy.
This will be fun to come back to.
This should work.
Incoming.
Yep, that's
I
working.
gotcha.
I'll hold on to what is mine.
Good. That's those two down. We want to get Teresa in on the
For a
action.
rainy day, Marley.
Para servirle.
Maybe she can come over here.
That
Who's going to notice if she snipes that guy?
Why hold on to such a grisly?
A bolt for your
You
skull.
know her history. With
Once more unto the... I am your
She will have
executioner.
plans for it yet.
No one, really. Which means I guess the lady
these
could have
are
just
itching.
gone over there and done that. But that's fine. I don't know if we need to go in here,
I am
but the Eudex
horrified.
can also see outside of
work
there,
on
so we
that
definitely want to
cursed
take them
plot.
out at some point.
Agreed.
Closing in on our objective.
Dreadvine, why did the Inquisitor come here?
How should I know? Even my vast intellect cannot fathom that fire-crazed mind. First, she asked questions about secrets even more ancient than myself. Then she began cutting, clipping, and grafting.
Ouch! And what do they do, these graftings?
They are like fragments of someone else. Foreign thoughts implanted into my flesh.
Come on, Dread. For a master of soul science, you gotta know a little more about them than that.
I will hear no
Right.
lecture from
So Kindred
you,
doesn't care
Solidi,
because this guy's already
and
on the
I
way.
will have no more of these graftings. I want them
Will this
gone.
work?
You hear? Rip them out.
No. How did that Kindred spot that?
Flesh.
Come on, Dread. For a master of soul science, you gotta know a little more about them than that.
I will hear
What is
no
that?
lecture from you,
Who have we got?
Solidi, and I will have no more of these graftings.
Anyone?
I want them gone. You hear? Rip them out.
Now we got the Kindred.
Still breathing. Still
Maybe we
out
can
here.
take advantage of this.
How long for you?
Justice is harsh.
Teresa can shoot that guy. I feel like the bodies are going to get spotted.
Ready to fight!
Yep.
Flesh.
I need to time
Come
this better
on,
so that the
Dread.
Kindred's
For
not
a
the one that
master of
spots.
soul science, you gotta know a little more about
skull.
them than that.
I will hear no lecture from you, Sulidi, and I will have no more of these graftings. I want them gone. You hear? Rip them out.
My chest is off limits.
At most from what I hear.
Ready to fight!
Our presence won't be required.
That's a big one.
And yeah, we just got away with that. Good. I wasn't sure we would there. But we did.
Deal to remember,
So now I guess we could do the same again. What if we bring Slady over here? Because I feel like
Divine
the
seems
Kindred
un-
might spot that.
Of course it is.
This plan's growing on me.
Oops, wrong way. Wrong character selected.
Working on it.
Can we get that?
Let me see your soul. Next patient.
That was cheeky. But it works.
Like I got lost, my other.
Now,
I do like this so far.
that should allow us now, if we don't select the wrong character, to take out the Kindred. I mean, we could do it with Teresa, couldn't we?
Teresa, ready to serve.
Let's see.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Oh no, there's still a guy down there that we need to worry about.
Back, huh?
But what if Quentin draws over this?
They all seek my riches.
Yeah, this might work. And then, actually, yeah, let's move Salady into the bush there if we
Try
can.
this fruit.
Now,
Too many weeds here.
My verdict is final.
Oh, no
cool,
problem.
that works.
Oh, this is fascinating.
So yeah, Teresa's got her uses for sure.
Far.
And I like the fact that she's
crow
more mobile
flies.
than say, Takuma from Shadow Tactics.
Objective complete.
Yes, out with them. Cursed alien fragments.
Something came out of the wound. Looks like memory fragments.
Navigator, those fragments feel wrong.
In what way?
Twisted, manipulated.
Oh, the indignity. How dare she come and use me for her vile experiment?
Dread, you're better than letting her push you around.
I will not be lectured by my disloyal former student, Sulidi. Enough! Take these things away. I will retreat to rest my soul.
We won't get any more out of him. Investigate those memory fragments.
Okay, so Salady is a former student of the Dreadvine. That makes sense.
A deal difficult to remember, Marley.
No. What have we got by way of memory fragments? They're all around this area still. Good. Now, do we work on them straight away? How are we going to... Yeah, we should be okay at this point, I think, with Teresa
I knew this would come.
to shoot the Eudex.
It's done.
Enviable precision, Teresa.
I like the way they bounce amongst themselves sometimes. That's good. It'd be really cool if they had like combo special moves, but bouncing is cool.
The better part of me. Change in position.
Right, so that's the Eudex down. Are there any others up here that we need to worry about? I don't think so.
This moment
So what's our
is
next
ours.
goal? We're going to need to go all around and about. It's night time, so visibility is our friend today. But that doesn't mean that we
Commissarius is making his rounds.
aren't still in a position where we need to
This
be
plan's
careful.
growing on
So
me.
let's
As many as you like.
throw a bush over there.
Smells from the air.
Careful negotiations.
Now, Quentin, can you come back this way, please?
I can smell gold already.
We want you to climb up the ladder and into that bush. Although, there's nowhere over here that's not... Yeah, this might work.
An offer I can't refuse.
Right, your job, Quentin. Oops. Misclick. Stay in the bush, please. Your job is going to be to attack that guy. Teresa, your job is going to be to distract that guy. To shorten his vision cone. And so, lady, your job is
let's
going to be to
stretch
distract
those roots.
that guy. No. Yeah, your job is going to be to distract this
This
guy.
will stretch your legs.
No, I won't be my toast.
Okay. Didn't have enough time. Because the Commissaris just isn't distracted long enough by
Another
Teresa's
round
ash.
in the circus.
How did we get rid of this guy last time? I mean, it might have worked if Salady
6
had
grams of death root, 2 drops of moonshine.
distracted him from a different position in this bush. So she puts that there, but then she stands over here. She
This
can now
will
push that
stretch your
guy a
legs.
bit further that way. Although,
I will go there soon. I promise.
Cover seeds.
maybe we just push that guy straight into the bush.
Grows from the ground.
Right, let's see if we can make this
Time
work. So,
waits for no one. Except us.
yeah, we'll wait for the commissaries.
yes.
Let's get a better view.
Yeah, we just don't have time. This is why Salady is so valuable, I
Got a
feel.
good head in my chest.
No, that guy's only got short vision. But if we push him over here and then we drop
Resist.
a skull, maybe that's okay.
Remedies for the dead.
Salady. Yeah, I'm hoping we can push that guy down there by distracting him into a position where he sees the skull. This will probably take a couple of tries of
Let me just take
repositioning the
notes
skull.
on that one.
Now, where do
Flame
you look?
guides me this way.
You can...
Well now.
There we go, you can see it. Good, that actually worked first time.
It's better than wanting. An offer, another kind of bait.
Sweet. Okay, so that's one of these lads out of the way. Now, if we distracted that one across and then
Careful.
killed
The Commissarius is making his rounds.
the Commissarius. So maybe, Quentin, you come up.
Finders keepers. Right. If there is value, it's mine.
Yeah, there we go.
Teresa. ready to
Teresa,
serve.
get ready.
No mercy given.
have hits.
I see where this is going. I am your executioner.
Sweet. Well done.
Let's stretch those roots. Up,
Yeah.
up we go.
This lady, you can just hide
I'm
that
cast for treasure.
dude and
It's a
grab your
deal.
skull, Quentin.
Ready to fire.
Cool. So that's everyone over here taken out. Which was actually necessary
My power
because
grows.
we got a memory fragment to grab.
Do I see?
Quentin seems a good bet for that.
Do you remember my name, creature?
My roots forget nothing, Ignitia. Not that you are particularly worth remembering.
Excellent. This should be quite interesting for the both of us then. Are the instruments heated?
They are, my lady Inquisitor.
What are you doing? Stop it!
Do you remember my name now, creature?
So she's removing his memory.
How dare you, Zealot? What did you do to my memory?
A simple experiment. A precursor of things to come.
Is she just removing his memory, or is she also changing it and planting false memories?
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
It feels like that bell pops up after every dialogue, which is nice.
Para servirle.
Because it should prevent us, assuming I am not an
Good
idiot and
for
forget to quick
another
save,
shot.
it should prevent us from having to hear too much repeat dialogue. Shouldn't it, Yuki Cat? It's decided now is the time to stand in front of my TV and prevent me from seeing what's going on. The horrible goblin that he is.
My Lady Inquisitor, should we fetch a prognostica? The strain on your soul.
Their mind can't take the strain. This path is mine alone to tread.
Surely the prognosticas can ease your burden. Maybe even I could.
Look at my work, Commissarius. Look at the sweat on my brow.
It'd be funny
the
if she ends
heat
up
of
getting
my
corrupted at the end
furnace.
of the game.
Look at my branding hammer. Look at what I craft from glimpses of the grand design. I was given the tools to shape our destiny from the curse itself, and they weigh heavy indeed.
I see.
She was given the
But
tools
you
from the
must know
curse
that
itself.
protocol demands I call a Eudex to inspect you.
Good. Fetch her. Should I falter to corruption, I expect you all to bring down the fire on me.
Of course, my Lady Inquisitor. Of course.
You gotta respect Ignatia,
Let me remind you.
I feel. She really does believe, with a burning faith, in all of this zealotry that she's committing.
Caught a memory.
Now, do we need to find the other bit of route? It doesn't look like it. Looks like it's gone from the map. Unless... Yeah, we just need to gather more fragments. And we don't need them all from the look of it either. Where was the other bit of route? Is it still on the map? I'll probably worry about that later, but there might be a badge for getting both of the bits of route and all of the fragments.
I can smell gold already.
Getting all the fragments shouldn't be too hard because... Yeah,
Oh, I see.
heck with it. Let's
Yeah,
bring
let
Salady
me
over.
at 'em. Oh, this is fascinating.
Let's take this one first
Feel
and
the
then come up
body.
this
oh,
way.
no problem.
So where are you looking? Yeah, you are looking down here, but that's probably fine. We'll just wait for you to turn and then give you the old shank.
Let me see your soul. One left. I gotcha.
Actually, yeah, we'll just drop
Do
him there.
like this so far.
May as well just
Souls
push
from
him
the
where we
ground.
stand. And another fragment.
How dare you, feeble soul? Do you have any idea of the damage you cause?
Why not answer my question then? Is it here?
Of course it is. Why ask what you have already gathered from the entrails of my mind?
Confirmation, creature. In more ways than one.
So it
How
is
can
here.
you stand here and not feel it? Hmm? Do you think these waters were named on a whim?
You fear it, don't you? What lies hidden on these islands? What Mordecai found so long ago?
What did you find,
I
Mordecai?
fear nothing, Fire Thrall. I am the Dread Vine.
And I know a pretender when I see one.
It's strange, seeing these memories through your eyes.
I don't like this, Navigator. The more we touch, the more I feel their connection to my own power. And there is a sensation that Ignatia's presence still lingers.
All
Her
right,
private
easy
study,
fix.
at the heart of the complex. Yes, the feeling emanates from there. A chest with an iron key. We must open it, Navigator.
And where will our intrepid crew find this key?
On a table full of books and scribblings. There. You can mark it on the map like so.
I could get used to this.
Interesting.
Watch me go.
Another fragment.
Take it away! It is only a memory, Prognostica. Your mind has endured worse.
No! No! The corruption, the vile madness, the vastness of its heresy.
This Prognostica's not up to much.
Sensation, blasphemy, every image, an eclipse of the mind. Take it away! Take it away!
His soul is burned out. He is lost to us.
Regrettable.
Oops.
The cursed memory must be poison to a fire-blessed mind.
A dead end, then. If even a prognosticator can't survive it.
We shall find the proper rites, shield our minds, focus our gaze. We may yet glean more insight from this cursed plant.
So it's too powerful for even a Prognosticator.
I stand ready.
One
That's
day
good to know.
I'll find out how you do it.
Now, yeah, it looks like the other route is no longer on the map because these fragments aren't necessary anymore. But yet they remain as greyed out symbols. So that's cool. Now, there's a lot of enemies around here. Might make sense for us to work our way back and come back around. Gather Teresa on our way.
Treatment's ready.
The verdict is clear. I've seen
Right, come on, you three.
things she carries with her. So many shipments.
So this complex is where we're going. That table there.
Hard to keep track of it all.
We've already taken out the Udex, which is helpful.
Losing.
Now, what have we got over here? We've got
Change in position.
just a
6 grams of death
commissarius
root,
there
2 drops of moonshine.
that we should be able to take out,
Nice capture,
especially if we
Molly.
distract that guy.
Walking is good for you.
The Inquisitor.
This plan's growing on me.
Nice little stroll.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah,
Can't be caught wandering anymore.
yeah, don't wonder anymore. Unless, of course,
My head is loose. Finders keepers.
you want to find yourself a nice little skull.
Oh, I'll have to note that down.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Incoming.
You make me
I
look
gotcha.
old, ship doctor.
I'll hold on to what is mine. Another kind of bait.
Excellent. So this one shouldn't be too hard to
Standing
get.
around,
Foolproof.
catching light. They grow from the soul.
Oh, it's Dev.
3 little cuts.
Is it one we've killed before, though?
Huh.
Because we've been
Strange
here
soul
before.
pattern. As many as you want to
Yeah.
hide, yeah? Treatment's ready.
Fair enough. Another fragment.
Will it remember? Not consciously. Once the grafting is done, the fragment will stay hidden, dormant until provoked.
And how will you know it worked?
I will know. I am beginning to grasp the nature of this corruption.
Ignatia, these experiments, do they really serve the Maiden's vision?
You're right to question. But you have not seen what I've seen.
Yeah.
You have not experienced the magnitude of this power.
I was
The
expecting a
sheer
response
terror.
like, "You dare to question me?"
On that day, the I understood that this was the tool to our salvation. The future is ours to shape by scripture. What are memories, if not the blueprint for tomorrow?
That seems like a sinister line. What's the memories, if not
Let's
blueprints
not
for
forget.
tomorrow?
This plan's growing
It's a good line,
on me.
but it also seems sinister. Now, what are you up to, Acolyte? Are you over here by yourself? Well, no, I guess there's those two commissaries as well. Where can they see? They can see up to about there. You can't really see much further. Yeah, they've got a good range of view.
Oh, this is fascinating. No cover? Eat swift shrub coming through.
But we can park over here, and then I think we can take out that guy the next time we come back.
Too many weeds here.
Yep,
Next page. Up,
looks
up
like we got away with
go.
that. And now we can get the final fragment.
Yeah, let me at him.
Yeah, just walk through the fire, plant friend.
Gracious maiden, I beg of you, grant me the strength to finish the work. Grant me the strength.
Inquisitor,
Yes. Yes! What is it, Judex?
the grafting has taken hold.
Good. Continue your observation. I shall question them soon.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
Judex, before you go, what do you see? Am I still free of corruption?
It is clear your soul has been brushed by the curse, my lady. Yet your intentions are clear. Your choice of tools may be unorthodox. But if they all serve the grand design, then our verdict is clear.
Yes. Good. I thank you, Judex. Carry on.
So yeah, so she's been brushed by the curse. And there was a badge for getting all the
A memory
fragments.
imprint.
Good, I appreciate that.
Ha, I have just the thing.
No. So yeah, she's been affected by the curse. And yet she's using the curse against...
Working
So
on
is
it.
she cursed? Are we going to learn that she is in fact a zomboid?
The white crow stands ready. Why hold on to such a grisly trophy?
Right, so we've got
You know
two
her history with its sister.
kindred in the middle.
She will have plans for it yet. So many shipments.
Now, how do we get to that door from down there?
Hard to keep track of it all.
Time waits
Oh, I
for
can-
no
This
one.
way seems to be a good way in.
I do like this so far.
Not a lot of people looking around here. So maybe we can take out
Oh,
that guy
I like that.
I am horrified.
with a bit of
Seeing her
distraction
work on
from
that cursed plot.
Teresa.
The fire hungers
Got the
for
soul
us.
so ancient. It makes me shudder.
Ash for your eyes.
Okay, she can't quite get a shot off there.
I can't make sense.
But does she need to?
Judgment is at hand.
She can't climb vines. But she can climb up this tower. And from there, maybe she can hit anyone in this place.
Ash and judgment.
Yeah, so she can hit that.
Ugh, leaves are itching.
Let's see.
Coming right.
Okay, the kindred spotted us.
Save my life.
Let's reconsider the case. It's done.
Will the kindred spot us though,
Lady at the ready.
if they're in the middle of a conversation?
Let
So,
me just take notes on that.
What they deserve.
Ancient in its corruption.
okay. That ain't gonna work because it shortens his view, but it doesn't
Ancient in its
Watch me go.
It makes me shudder.
turn him round or anything.
Food for the vine.
And that would work, if not for that guy. So,
Got a soul so ancient in its corruption. It makes me shudder.
Para servir.
you take that guy out. You distract that guy.
Yeah, let me at him. This way. one less to worry
Good.
about.
That works.
Ignatia.
It'll grow real fast. It's all in the
And then we can put a bush up there for reasons that aren't entirely clear. It's magical bushes, don't question it. We can jump over there.
Let's send you away.
We can't send you anywhere from there though. What if we come over here?
Take a
What
walk.
are we doing here, my other? Why are we on this rock? Have faith.
Yeah, there's no way to really move that
We
guy,
must trust Ignatia, or we are lost.
unfortunately. But we can turn him at least.
Must not wait.
Oh,
And when we turn him,
A nice little stroll.
he kind of looks over there.
I'll hold
So
on to what is mine.
what if Quentin puts that there? Is that within range? Oh, it forms a light as well. So
remedies
that
for
can
the dead.
help people spot it. Yeah, both the kindred are coming over. Does that help us?
Strange.
No. Oops. Crouch. What if we try just killing these two? I feel like we're going to get spotted.
Crow flies.
Ready to fire. My other. Let me aid you.
Yeah.
They forget, we remember.
Maybe it would be nice to take out some lads on this side so we can lure some more people around. But let's think. Now, is anyone really watching
I have just the thing.
this guy?
What are we doing here, my
Need some
We can
cover?
block their view to an extent with the bush there.
We must trust Ignatia.
Alright, so that gives us another route into this complex. Now, if we wait for this kindred to walk past,
Coming right up.
can we sneak in this door? Just about.
The vine is aggravated.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
who's
that.
watching
Will
you?
the fire keep us safe?
Yeah, there's two people seeing that guy.
No, surely not.
So, Teresa,
The verdict is clear.
distract that one, please. Although it's only a commissariat. It's a commissarius rather than someone who'll be distracted for long. I don't think this is going to work.
Let me see your soul.
Flame guided me this way.
Huh. Strange soul.
And yet, here we are.
Hiding spot coming up.
Good.
Souls from the air.
Teresa's pretty useful with her long-range distractions and whatnot. Now, we could also take out these two guys without too much trouble, I think.
Ha, I have just the thing. I know right where to cut. Kill the up we go.
Yeah, that's that guy
I'll
down.
hold on to what is mine.
Quentin, can you
An
come round
offer
here,
I
please?
can't refuse.
Well, now.
Yeah, you come over there, friend.
Need something, matey.
That kindred is
Three
not going to
little
get in the way, I
cuts.
don't think.
Working on it. Next. I gotcha.
Good.
Got a good head in my chest. Ready to fire. Oh,
So we clear the edges. We cleared most of them. Now, that guy would be nice to lure. If we can just get rid of the patrollers, that would help. That guy shouldn't be too hard, maybe,
if there is value,
with
it's mine.
Quentin. And maybe
I'll
Salady.
have to note that down.
Yeah, you come back, friend.
Strange.
Yeah, you've seen it. Good.
Take a walk. Working
And
on
now
it.
you walk over there.
Having
Guides me this way.
then wanting.
And down you go.
That's a big
What are we
one.
doing here, my other? Are we on this rock? Have faith, my other. We must
Cool.
trust Ignatia.
Now you go back up,
or we are
Quentin,
lost.
because
6 grams of
we just
death
want you
root,
out of trouble.
2 drops of moonshine. Ha! I have just the thing. Let's cover
Another body
this.
hidden. Good. So we're down to static people now.
do like this so far. One day I'll find out how you do.
Quentin,
How
can
much
you
longer will the fire
Diamonds,
keep us
rubies,
safe?
emeralds.
I feel it too.
pop
The
in
sooner
here?
we're off this island, the better. Have I?
Now, what happens if you
Will it yield coin?
throw
Time to
your
get my head in the
skull?
game.
Okay, you can't throw your skull in there from there. That's fine.
Mine.
What happens if you throw your skull into the bush? Not a lot, because that guy can't see it. Yeah, you go there. Now, Salady.
Ugh, leaves are itching. Need some coffee.
Let's pop a bush
Smells
down.
from the air.
Are you then able to stand in that
Watch
bush
me
and
go.
push that guy into that pile of papers?
That thing she carries with her.
It would require us pushing
You
through
never
that.
cease to
Grizzly
amaze,
trophy.
Marley.
You
All
know
right,
her history
easy
with your
fix.
sister. She will have plans for it
Yeah,
yet.
line of sight is blocked. Okay.
So many.
It will be done.
Well now.
Can you do some sort of door assassination?
Sign your treaty to die. Another kind of bait.
You can,
We're back,
but the timing
huh?
needs to be
Grizzly
better.
trophy. Samples.
Another kind of bait.
Right, that's worked. Another guy down. Now we've got 2 left. 3 left. One's a commissariat, though. But maybe that's fine.
Treasured memory.
Standing around.
Because the
catching
lady
light.
can push this guy over into the same sort of spot.
Oh, I like that.
She just probably needs
Seeing
to
her
put a
work on that
bush
cursed plant.
in a
Agreed.
slightly different
Took out a
position.
soul so ancient and can't make
Wonder dust.
Yeah, over you go.
The flame guides me this way.
Golden
I need
greeting.
to return to my post.
Although, yeah, that's not going to work because the timing's wrong with the kindred, but now it might work.
6 grams of death root, 2 drops of
Why
moonshine.
don't I walk this way?
Any coin?
The vine is aggravating.
Sign your treaty.
How much longer
to
would the
die.
fire keep us safe?
It's landed a heavy one.
Good.
We all work.
Another down, and what?
These
Only
memorandums are
3 to go.
foolproof.
Now,
What
commissariat
ails your
shouldn't be too
soul
hard
today?
because we just come over here,
Let the leaves cover all.
we put a bush down
Oh,
somewhere,
this is fascinating.
Ah, yes. It'll do for a hiding spot.
then we wait for their conversation to finish.
That thing she carries with her. What? So
Yep,
many
off you go.
I'll trim their numbers. One. Oh, no problem.
Yeah, it's just clean up at this point, really. Although, getting into that room as well, there's a couple of peeps in there. Alright, you go past Kindred. Yep.
I can't make sense.
It'll only hurt a bit. Up we go.
Right, now the Kindred are ready to go. How though?
My chest is off limits.
Drop that there.
Let's stretch those roots. Treatment's ready.
And then, yeah, double kill.
Ready to fight.
Kill the body, breathe the soul. I got you. Working on
They
it.
all seek my rich. That's a big one. An offer I can't refuse.
Cool, so that's those down. Teresa's not done a lot this mission, but she's been useful when we've needed her. Now. We need the key,
Diamonds,
and then we go into the door.
That takes care of that.
The key is secured. Now for the chest.
Hurry. Whatever is in there must be central to Ignatius' plans.
Keep it for a rainy day, Marley.
Bam. Badge complete.
See you in the afterlife.
And Quentin, you can have the honour of opening the chest, because I know
Will
you
it
like that
yield
sort of thing.
coin? Oh, a red orb.
Ooh.
Look at it, all shiny.
A memory, and not one of mine.
A fake memory then,
Been
yeah.
shaped, forged.
It looks different from yours.
I will not unleash this thing, but perhaps we can take a peek.
Should we take a peek?
Ah, so you found my little message. Do you like the fruits of my labor? Of all the things I have taken from you, this is by far the most fascinating. To give shape to memories, to reshape reality. Do you even realize the potential? It does not matter, of course. In the end, I will take the treasure, just as I took your captain.
Enough. This was a waste of time. Let us leave.
Did you know I cut off Mordecai's head before I burned his soul? I always keep it close by.
I mean,
in fact,
that probably
I have
didn't
it
do
right
much
here.
more than just
Perhaps
annoying.
you'd like it back. A little token to remind you of happier times. Come and get it then. I'll be waiting at Gran Alcazar.
Damn her! Cast her into the darkest below.
I mean, Quentin's got no head, and he doesn't seem to mind.
Whoa! It's shattered.
How dare she?
Calm down, Marley.
His head. She made a trophy from the captain's head.
We're one step ahead, Marley. We're solving Mordecai's riddle. Let her have that old skull. It won't help her once the treasure is ours.
Aye, you are right. She will not stop us. We will find the treasure.
Yeah, we
I'd say
will.
we've learned all we can here. Find yourself a tier, crew.
Here's one.
Changing position.
That was fun.
Interesting. So, finish all the missions. So there's 4 missions on this island. We used a second landing spot and a second tear, so that's good. Kill all the guards inside the research outpost. Good. And collect all the memory fragments. Finish 5 missions with each crewmate. So Salady has now finished 5 missions. Good. 20 missions with each crewmate. That's a lot of replayability then, if we're going to be doing that. So yeah, we just explored the lower part of the island. We didn't bother trying to clean out the whole damn thing like last time we were here. It went pretty well, I feel. There weren't really any spots that really troubled us too much. I'm not sure how useful Teresa was though. Like, she took out the Eudex, but they weren't exactly hard to get to. We could have probably snuck up behind them with Salady and given them a good knifing. Because you would generally want to hide bodies most of the time, I'm not sure that snipers are all that useful. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get more use out of her in future missions. And we definitely want to do her crew tale, because she seems like an interesting character. But for now, let's see. We've got a few different things to do. We can start a crew tale. Does Salady have a crew tale handy?
Lots of things.
There's a skeleton. So yeah, Salady's
like
mission is
this
not
so
yet
far?
finished. Shiver me timbers.
How's the soul scurvy? Getting better? Better. Here's your fruit ration. Remember, 1 bite per hour. Remember.
Ship doctor, come talk to me.
Be right there, Marley. Just finishing my round.
Alright, so let's check on the other skeletons. There's a barrel there with a dragon on it.
This plan's growing on me.
Curious. Curious indeed.
Everything's in order here. Everybody seems good now. Maybe we've really seen the last of the parasite.
And there's a weird symbol up there as well. Ah, that's the memory shard, I guess.
Oh,
Anyway,
this is fascinating.
let's speak to the Marley.
Ahoy, Marley. Crew's looking good, don't you think?
Aye, and I haven't detected any traces of the parasite either. Well done, ship doctor. I'm once again reminded why the captain put his trust in you.
Yeah, easy, because I'm the best.
I admit I had my doubts at first, but he always knew that you'd shiver me timbers.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a... What? Say that again.
He always knew that you were the best for the job.
Oh, Marley.
No, that's not what you said.
I believe it was. Are you feeling all right?
Never mind. I'll take care of it, don't you worry.
If you say so, ship doctor.
Marley.
The Marley's infected with a parasite. How is that even possible?
How?
The original host? It must have been below decks.
Estelle, then.
Better talk to Estelle. All right,
Yeah.
easy fix.
So. I hope Estelle wasn't the original host.
Estelle.
Did we
I'm
bring something
working
on board?
Now, focus. This is important. Have you seen a Skelly below decks recently? Maybe one that's talking funny? Yeah, that's the one. Get me to it.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Where are we? Strange Skelly around anywhere?
Found you. Bet you thought you could hide from me down here, huh?
Plant Doctor! Shiver me timbers!
That's me, and guess what? I brought some of the cure with me.
Mercy, Plant Doctor! We mean no harm!
Said the parasite to the host.
Yeah.
No parasite! Friend! Crew! Friend! Sailor!
A parasite that wants to be a sailor? Join the ship?
Timbers!
Huh? Explain yourself.
We come on board to sail! We want to sail the sea, go on adventure. But we need host. Can't survive without host. Not harmful, please, mercy.
You are a fascinating little bugger. Tell you what, how about I give you one of
Yeah,
my
that
plants
works.
as your host?
Plants, no soul, need soul energy.
I can arrange that. You'd practically have a body of your own, like a full member of the crew.
Crew, sail, adventure, yes, that is acceptable.
Nice.
Everything's in order here.
Ship doctor, something strange has appeared in your sickbay.
Don't worry about it, Marley. I'll explain everything later. Working
If
on
you
it.
say so, ship doctor.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at the old parasite, see if we can't pop him in a plant pot.
All right, I'll grow a bush around you. From there, you can spread to whatever plant you like.
Oh, thank you, Plant Doctor. Shiver me timbers.
What is with that phrase anyway?
Sometimes we must speak through host. It is our nature.
Yeah.
We chose pirate phrase, so nobody would notice.
Okay then.
Can we have body now? Our energy wanes.
So they chose a phrase that they assumed that pirates speak. But pirates don't say shiver me timbers. That's just weird. Now, we need to grow a bush, do we?
As
We
many
can do
as
that.
you like.
Bam! Off you go, little parasite friend. Yeah, we've got a cute plant.
Coming right up.
We grow with the leaves. We travel to new routes. We are at home. Thank you, Plant Doctor. Now, we can go on adventure with you.
Yeah.
Nothing to thank me for, matey. It's all part of the job.
Do I assume correctly that we have just gained a new crew member?
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it,
just
Marley.
watched all that, didn't you?
Of course I did. And I expect you to fully explain our new friend to me in a very detailed personal log.
Oh, that sounds like homework.
Yeah, work never ends, I suppose.
Well, bam! And there we go. That's the latest crew tale finished. That
At your
is
service.
a job done. Now,
No
I feel
second
that before we
thoughts,
sign off for today, we might want to look at this barrel. It says stowaway. I sure hope that there's no old friend hiding in here.
Oh, what's this now?
And who's that?
Oh, there. Aren't you a cute little thing?
Don't get distracted up here. That's what Kuma wants.
Hey, come back.
No, Kuma's off.
You want to play cards tonight?
Oh, I'd like to, but I can't.
Slippery one, aren't you?
Hey, look, a raccoon. Pete, I told you there are no... Blimey, that is a raccoon. Go catch it, Athia.
On it.
We got it.
I'll be there soon.
Oh no, we haven't got it. It's off again. Come here, Kuma, you little scamp. Estelle, we need your help. Kuma's gone below decks.
Estelle, you wouldn't have seen a raccoon anywhere. Through there? All right, show me. Huh. What can you tell me about this place, Marley?
A rarely visited corner of my insides. I haven't been aware of it in years.
Straight to the point.
So, what have we got? Is that a skelly? Someone been
There
bopping
you
our
are.
skellies?
Hey, will you wait a second? Huh. What are all these skellies doing here? Are they... tired. Well, at least they're not dead.
Why have all our skellies been bested?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Hello, raccoon.
Oh, that's a mistake. Jeez.
Someone doesn't like to be disturbed.
God, that guy got ruined.
Aye.
But on we go. We're not going to fall prey to such
Where
traps.
could you be, little compass? It must be there. Yes! So close. Huh? Kuma! What have you found out?
Well, well.
That's her.
Well, well. Someone's made their home in your insides, Marley.
There she
A
is.
stowaway. I'd be very interested on how they got on board undetected.
Let's ask her then.
Yeah. So, for those who aren't
Consider
aware,
it done.
this is Yuki from Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun. The same Yuki who our dearest Pusscat was named after.
I'll be there soon.
Oh, you're someone new. Careful now. My traps are hiding.
Trust me. If I wanted to get to you, I could. Now, kindly tell me what you are doing here, and why we shouldn't throw you overboard.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
That makes two of us. How about a name?
Ah, yes. I'm Yuki. And he's Kuma.
And they're
He's
both
a team.
cursed.
Yuki? Where have I heard that name before?
Yuki, yes. Legends connect the name to the corsair that sails under the Twilight flag.
Ha! See, Kuma? I told you the ship speaks.
Reaper's Teeth. You're the Twilight Corsair.
I think so. I get called that a lot.
You're a legend among the cursed. Word is you once took down an iron warship on your own.
Oh, that? Aye, that was an adventure, right, Kuma?
An adventure, eh? Never mind that. What brings you to the Red Marley Corsair?
We're looking for something. Kuma and I. A sneaky little island that doesn't stay in place. We've tracked it for a long time. But now, I know where it is. In the Timeless Shores. They said a ghost ship with red sails was heading there. So I snuck on board.
I believe we're there right now.
What? Already? Why didn't you say anything, Kuma?
Perhaps it's best if we continue this discussion topside, at our very own map table. Come.
Yeah, we got Yuki. Now, she's looking a bit more...
Look at that pretty sky, Kuma. Now, let's go to... Oh, right. We still have to say thank you to Estelle. Let's go talk to her. So many tricks.
So yeah, Yuki's looking a bit more zombified than I remember.
I'll be fast.
But that's fine.
Hello again. Thanks for helping me on board. What do you
You're in
mean,
trouble now,
Gogolo?
Estelle.
We just came from there.
Perhaps what Estelle is trying to nudge you towards is the training deck I just prepared for you.
Oh, yes. Training is important.
I'm glad you agree. Now follow Estelle's guidance.
Cool. Let's train, everyone.
Huh? What was that?
I've just captured a memory. Now that you're part of the crew, you can feel it.
A memory? What does it do?
You'll find out soon.
So yeah, she's part of the crew. And she is, in fact, a legend when it comes to deadly traps. Kuma, though, was not part of her repertoire back in Shadow Tactics. Belonged to an old man called Takuma, but I assume by this point in time he's passed on. Ooh, sakura trees, very nice.
Let's go.
So, she's going to be agile as old Kuma, old Yuki. Tripwire traps. She'll send the tripwire from her current position to the targeted location, and it doesn't need to be picked up after it's triggered. Cool. That's a different move to her bear trap then that she used to have.
A puzzle for my spider trap. How did you know, Marley-san?
I saw what it did to the skeleton crew. The rest wasn't hard to figure out.
Nice. So, this guy comes back and gets absolutely ruined and turned into a log.
The Corsair is hunting.
So it deals with corpses as well. Where does the real body go? Who knows? Wait, does that say that if she just kills anyone, they turn to a log? Yeah. So she's got a slow kill animation, but yeah, she can turn people into logs and bodies get hidden. That is very powerful, I feel.
Your trap is effective, if a bit extravagant.
Sensei always said, death can be whimsical. It's best to be convincing. Let's remember.
So, that guy's going back and forth. That's a prognostica.
Let's do it, Kuma.
No. I guess the prognosticar will notice, though, if a trap is set.
All coiled up. Aye.
Yeah, this will get the attention of the proggy, I feel.
Is it there?
Yeah, it does.
Your soul.
That's a good trick.
But then I guess we could just run past. I'm not sure if this is how we're supposed to deal with this bit. But it works.
Aye, Kuma. Looks like this one is.
So, select Kuma and send him to a target location. Then select Tanuki Parade and target the guard. So guards will move towards Kuma and be distracted by him, I feel. We got an extra button now. So, okay, so it's only got a short range on it.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, now.
Okay, so how does this work? Yeah, I'm not sure I understood the mechanisms of this. Let's have another look at that tutorial. So, we have to click on the guard we're targeting. Okay.
Kuma, I need you there.
Okay, so you go there, Kuma.
I'll send them your way.
Why don't I walk this way?
Yeah, why don't you walk that way?
Together now. Swift souls. Blood.
Get logged.
Demon's tooth.
Cool.
Nothing personal. It's an adventure.
Okay, so she's a bit more of an advanced character, possibly. But we're pros, we'll get used to her in time. I never used Kuma all that much in Shadow Tactics, but we'll get used to him. And then if Yuki is carrying Kuma, Tanuki Parade's duration is unlimited.
Harmless.
You two make a rather good team.
Okay, so...
Though Kuma-kun could lose some weight. It's true! Tanuki Parade.
Why don't I walk this way?
Right, so he just gets lured into wherever we happen to be. If we're holding on to Kuma. That's interesting. That seems very powerful.
Nasty surprise. Look, Kuma. This room is tricky.
I hope the challenge is appropriate. This was created on rather short notice.
It's a puzzle, yes? We love puzzles.
We do love puzzles. No.
Aye.
Okay, so we'll move over to this bush. And we'll remember to crouch.
Yes. A good over there.
Kuma, you stand there. You're going to be
They'll
fine.
come to you. Yes, good plan.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you two come over.
Me this way.
Why don't I walk
Remnants
this
of
way?
soul energy.
Remnant.
Oh dear. What a terrible accident. Oh dear, what a second terrible
Watch me,
accident.
Sensei.
How unfortunate for everyone.
You're back to me.
Yeah, come back to me, Kuma. 2 sets of kindred. One that patrols back and forth. Yeah, they go around in a circle, do they? Right, so what if we put Kuma
Who's a
here?
good Tanuki? I need you there. It always works.
And then we-
It's an adventure.
Do that. And then we stand in here.
Oh, a memory.
I'm
Pull them
wondering
to
if
you.
this will work, but I'm not sure how far. Yeah, let's see.
I'll be fast.
Where will my
Right, so that guy's going to go around
I
there.
will take a stroll.
Together now.
This guy's going to come over here and kind of worked,
Kuma,
but it wasn't perfect.
we're back.
I guess we could also just set up a trap over
Spider's
here.
thread.
And then when that guy walks
Ready
into
to
there, yeah,
See that, Kuma?
that works. Lovely.
I can do that. Let's set a trap.
So let's set a trap
no,
over here then.
stupid. No, no, no.
What's wrong with that, Yuki? There we go. Trap
Are
set.
you over there?
Now Kuma sits there.
You won't forget this, yes?
Now distract that
Catch me.
guy.
I will take a stroll.
Yeah, you take a stroll.
Wake up, Katana-san.
2 more down.
The Corsair strikes again.
On to the next challenge. We've got a couple of kindred again.
Yes, a good memory.
Now, do we take out those 2 guards first? They're strolling back and forth. Alright, maybe we
Leave it
need
to
to
I'll send them your way.
I won't
distract
go
that guy to slow him down so that these 2 can get back into a similar sort of pattern.
Who's it? Come back.
Right, Kuma to me.
Good idea, Marley-san. It still needs time. It's an adventure.
Now,
What?
kindred to me.
It calls to me.
Yeah, keep going this way. Good.
Sneaky dead. Demon's tooth.
I mean, that kills them both. But then we get shot a bunch. I still feel like these 2 guys, I've got them out of sync with one another. Okay, they're back in sync. Maybe if I try the same thing as before. But this time, hopefully the timing's better.
Slice and stab.
Good. Okay, so I was on the right track.
Your power is amazing.
Now we need to take out the second of these lads.
Demon's tooth. I can do that. Nasty surprise.
Cool. Now that we figured out the timings properly, all is well.
Oh, a
And
memory.
then
Together now.
that guy's just not paying enough attention, so this guy can go down.
Nothing personal.
And then the cannon can be fired.
Let's go.
You gonna fire the cannon, Yuki? Do I need to change the angle? There we go.
The Corsair is hunting. Up! Up!
Okay, don't pick up the bod. Just
No one will miss it.
take the key.
Yes.
Thank you, Chick.
Swift. Well done, stowaway. I see the legends of the Twilight Corsair might have.
Some truth to them. Yes, indeed.
Training's done. Now, to the map table. Hurry!
Are you sure we can trust this Twilight Corsair?
Don't worry. I have a good feeling about her.
Right. I guess we pop to the map table now then, before we start our next mission. We'll officially welcome her to the crew.
Yes, it's always a...
Let's see.
So how will we find this wandering island of yours?
It's tricky. Not in one place. Not on any map. So how do we find it? There. We have to go there.
The Iron Bay, eh? And how will that help us?
There's something there that wants to be taken. Something that can show the way.
The
This
compass?
is all very entertaining, but I've yet to see why this is worth our time, little stowaway.
Of course. You won't help for free. That would be stupid. That island I'm looking for. There's something there you'll want. Something
Go on.
that grants wishes.
You have my attention, little stowaway.
Let's make a pact. We find the island together. I only want the first wish. You can have the rest.
Sounds like a worthwhile endeavor.
What
to
if there's
me.
only one wish?
What do you say, Marley?
Very well. Set course for the Iron Bay, once you're ready.
What's your favorite animal?
And so,
Definitely not birds.
there we have it. We've unlocked Yuki. She can now join us on all of our missions, and she certainly will be joining us on a bunch of them because she's the best. And we'll also get to do her series of DLC quests. But we'll get round to that next time, I think. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.